Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap. This defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll give it to Johnson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Canes are on the move. Give to the single back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Pittsburgh's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Pitt right back to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
This time on target. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the 1st quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the 1st quarter and getting their 1st one.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 30. Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Pitt pushing the pace. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Goff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just that. And
here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They wanted to to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Canes!
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
The handoff to Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback checking the play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, you get him in 3rd down. It's money down. You got him kind of bottled up. Everybody's covered down the field. And what does this do, dude? He makes magic. I mean, just scrambles around, gets the first down, and now sets himself up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable. That
Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Going up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Got it on the outside. It's gone. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. It's complete to the left. And it's slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Still running at the 40. Smashes through the tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard. The offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Anderson wants to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. On the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after making the catch. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Anderson will throw. Looking for a deep man. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.